Welcome to another edition of Eyes on the Tigers, Channel 97 News.
We come to you today outside the OHS library, and here's what you'll see on today's show.
We check in with one of our OHS clubs playing games for a good cause.
We take a look into the uplifting life of an Oakville alum.
We look at a recent life-changing event for one Oakville student.
And I'll be by a bit later with some advice on how to take on the fall season.
We'll have all of that and much more on today's edition of Eyes on the Tigers, Channel 97 News.
And it all starts now. Welcome back to Eyes on the Tigers, Channel 97 News. I'm Corey Chase.
And I'm Melanie Neff. One of the major changes that has affected OHS this year is the new schedule. Let's see what's happening with this story.
After several years of everyday block scheduling, students and staff are adjusting to a new schedule this year.
The purpose of the C-Day is those classes are all shortened periods, 50 minutes or so. That would give teachers an opportunity to make adjustments to see what they could do during that 50-minute block as opposed to a full block.
In a survey where over 600 students responded, over 85% say that they are not in favor of the C-Day.
I don't like the C-Day just because I don't have as much A&P time, and if I need help from a teacher, I only get one chance a week usually.
Honestly, I feel like we're back in middle school, and I really don't enjoy them at all.
With South Tech kids, we come in, we got half our classes cut, some of us are late, some of us don't take the bus, and sometimes the buses are late.
Well, I like C-Days because they're short, and then when you go to all the teachers, they usually don't got anything planned for you, so it's just smooth throughout the day, and we really don't do anything.
I like that I get to see all of my kids 3 days a week because I think it's good for consistency, and I like how fast the day goes by.
As a math teacher, really the biggest thing for us is that we don't have a lot of time to do any of the large-scale activities, and that we like to do sometimes to make sure that the kids are getting it. So it's really not enough time to do anything other than check the homework from the previous day, go over the lesson or the notes that you need to do for the next lesson.
It's clearly been an adjustment. We have, especially with our FACS classes, our labs were always geared towards 90 minutes. It's also affected the sewing fundamentals class because by the time they get the machines out and start on their projects and they have to put the machines up, it's a very short period of time for that.
Although the C-Day is hard to get used to, it was implemented this year for a possible flex schedule.
The flex schedule incorporates short periods and full block periods all in the same day. Rather than dive headlong into it, we tried to take a measured approach to it. But we kind of delayed making a big change like that to the schedule for at least a year. And what we did as a compromise is we came up with that C-Day. There may be some other classes that might do well by having that daily contact with kids. And even though it's a shorter period, you see them every single day. So they're learning and using the skills that they pick up in those courses every single day. We are supposed to, as our committee, make a presentation to the board later this fall to say, okay, this is the direction that we would like us to move, that we think is really the direction we want to go.
With Josie DeRue and Morgan Schmidt behind the camera, I'm Hannah Chambliss for Channel 97 News.
Congratulations to Preethi Tamati and Thomas Glyfors. Both were recognized recently for their academic accomplishments. Preethi received the 2017 STARS Award for Excellence in Research. Thomas received the National Academy of Future Scientists and Technologists Award of Excellence. Also, a shout out to our 2 National Merit semifinalists, seniors Olivia Rawls and Conrad Buckles.
We check in with one of our OHS clubs playing games for a good cause. Keen is a volunteer organization that provides fitness programs for kids with special needs.
So a lot of the kids who participate at Keen, they're not able to join, their school soccer team or volleyball team like a lot of kids in high school are. They want to have fun and they want to move and exercise and play sports just as much as any kid does, but they really need that one-on-one attention. So having one volunteer interacting with them is always beneficial.
Oakville's Key Club has been involved with this organization for many years.
Today we're here with Keen Swim. So basically we're hanging out with all these kids at this water park, and basically we're just going down the water slide, hanging out in the pool, playing a lot of games, just having a lot of fun. It's a good time.
I think it's important to volunteer because like Keen Swim teaches special needs kids how to socialize and work in a group.
In September, Key Club participated in the sports program for the first time.
We have so many high school, college students who volunteer. They don't have as much interaction with kids with disabilities at school, so getting them engaged with kids with disabilities just creates a more inclusive environment.
Because I think it's a great hobby to get my energy out by exercising.
But the Key Club members weren't the only ones new to this program.
Hi, I'm Greg Garcia, and I'm an infielder with the St. Louis Cardinals.
Hi, I'm Matt Bowman, and I'm a relief pitcher for the St. Louis Cardinals. I loved it. I thought it was amazing. I hadn't heard about Keen until very recently, and I wasn't sure what to expect, and then you come in, and it was just so much fun. Like, all the kids have so much energy, and it was so much fun.
It was an awesome experience. This is the first time I've been out here. My wife has been here a few other times over the weekend, and it's just a lot of fun to see the kids and the joy they have and everything like that. I had a lot of fun tonight.
Key Club is looking forward to helping out this organization throughout the rest of the year. With Bridget Costello behind the camera, I'm Melanie Neff for Channel 97 News.
October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Here's a look at one cancer survivor whose story hits close to home.
This is Stacy Lammering, a 1996 Oakville High graduate. 16 years after graduating, she received news that changed her life.
And I got the phone call. It was like 2:30 in the day, and I was waiting for the phone call, and it was my doctor, and I figured it was surgery on Monday. She called me on Wednesday, 2 days later, and I figured she was just going to say good news, and the first words out of her mouth were, "You have breast cancer." And then I completely lost it. So from there, my whole world just went upside down, and I didn't know what to think, so that's when I just went straight to call my parents and have them talk to the doctor.
And you think it'll never happen to your daughter or whatever, but there's no rhyme or reason as to why, but it happened.
Cancer I had was invasive ductal carcinoma, and the treatment plan that I had was I had 8 rounds of chemo every other week we decided to start with, and then I had 33 rounds of radiation, which was Monday through Friday every day.
Was the biggest surprise to me was how strong she was, and as sick as she got, I never saw her complain.
Everything just kept tumbling and tumbling. I'd always get bad news, and then on the last one when I got good news, I really didn't know what to say.
After battling breast cancer, Stacy decided to take her life in a new direction.
I was working at a bank, and this was not where I had my degree in. I was just working there, and I really didn't like it. I just knew that I wasn't this type of person sitting behind a desk, and I wanted to be around people, and I love talking to people. So after I beat breast cancer, and like after 6 months you get your mind back, you can kind of function more in your day-to-day life, I decided that I wanted to be a nurse. I wanted to help people.
Stacy is currently enrolled in the nursing program at St. Louis Community College.
Right now, just in nursing school, I've had patients go through cancer and talked about chemo, and I'm like, I have like a little secret to tell you. I'm like, I know how you're feeling sitting there. I went through chemo. And so I know now that I am in the right spot. This is what I want to do with my life. And it took having breast cancer to get me there.
With Francis Laval and Brittany Coney, I'm Lily Singer for Channel 97 News.
To show support for breast cancer awareness, come to the Pink Out game tonight versus Melville. Game is at Oakville and starts at 7 o'clock.
Speaking of football, let's check in with Hannah in our fall sports roundup.
Hi, I'm Hannah Baker, and this is your Fall Sports Roundup. Starting off with girls softball, they had another amazing season this year. They took a 17-game winning streak and a #1 ranking in St. Louis until last week's district championship game. However, in a game that lasted over 2.5 hours, the Tigers lost to Seckman 13-11 in 10 innings. Maddie Mahalski was the hitting star for Oakville. She had 4 hits, including a home run. Softball finished the season with a 23-5 record. As of Monday, volleyball had a record of 9-13. Their 2 final games were on Tuesday and Wednesday against Lindbergh and Afton. They will play Lindbergh in the first round of districts on October 17th at Fox. Tennis had 3 sectional qualifiers this year. Alexandra Blagojevich qualified for singles and McKenna Books and Callie Balin for doubles. They lost in sectionals, but all 3 did a good job. Way to go, girls. Boys soccer is having a good season so far. As of Monday, they have a 10-9 record. Jacob Billiou is lead scorer with 11 goals and 11 assists. Districts start on October 17th. Good luck, boys. Cross country is having a good season and personal best for most runners. Both boys and girls varsity have 7 runners moving on to districts which start October 21st. On Saturday, girls field hockey took first place in the silver division of the public school tournament for the 2nd year in a row. They defeated Eureka 1-0 on a goal by Aaron Rossick.
We had some pretty hard teams we don't normally play, and then we won all our games, and we just won the championship of the silver division. So 2nd year in a row, yeah!
Last Thursday, boys swim took 4th place in the Rockwood Summit Invitational. This is a great improvement from last year. Swim conference will be held October 24th and 25th at Lindbergh High School. With girls golf, 4 competed in districts, and Grace Belovich, Megan Deal, and Gabe Foppe qualified for sectionals. Congrats on the great season, girls. Football enters this week with a 3-5 record. They ended a 3-game losing streak with a 28-7 victory last Friday at Seckman. Jacoby Woods scored 2 touchdowns, and Jarrell Golden ran for 1 touchdown and threw for another. With Taylor Czar and Allison Streb behind the camera, I'm Hannah Baker for Channel 97 News.
This has been a challenging season for the Oakville football team, and for one senior, he has had to deal with the biggest challenge of them all. Here's his story.
Jordan Cordy is a defensive back for Oakville Varsity's football team. Being a senior, he was looking forward to making huge contributions to the team.
I was looking forward to it a lot because it was going to be my best year, and that's why I worked so hard to play my senior year and do good.
At the 3rd game of the season at Parkway Central, his season came to an end.
They put me in at safety in the 3rd quarter, and I was going to make a tackle, and then I had my head too low, and when we ran into each other, the force from the impact basically broke my back, and then I fractured 2 other vertebrae from it, so I knew it was going to be a season ender almost as soon as it happened.
Because of his injury, Jordan now has many limitations that he has to deal with.
I basically can't do any physical activities. I can't drive. I'm not allowed to work for, they said 3 months whenever the injury happened. So I'm really not able to do a lot.
Jordan's injury not only has a negative impact on him, but on his teammates as well.
Yeah, it's very different. I mean, I came to practice with him every single day for 4 years, and now with him not being here, it just really sucks. I mean, he's 5 and I'm 6, and you can't get to 6 without 5.
While Jordan does admit that his football career has come to an end, he is expected to make a full recovery.
And I've learned that when stuff like this happens, you have to push back stronger, or else you're just never going to get back to where you were. The Oakville Tigers all signed the white brand new jersey we got this year, and then they gave it to me to keep.
He is very thankful for all of the support that he has received from his teammates, their parents, and the Oakville Tigers coaching staff. With Sydney Quinones and Courtney Casey behind the camera, I'm Christian Weber for Channel 97 News.
Good luck to Jordan as he recovers from his injury.
Hey Corey, Halloween's just around the corner, but I don't know what to do with the rest of my fall season.
That's okay. I got you, Oakville.
Hey there, Oakville. I'm Corey Chase. This is Corey's Declassified Fall Survival Guide. Oakville, during these fall months, make sure to go apple picking with your friends and family. How about them apples, boy? And Oakville, with all those apples that you picked, you gotta go apple bobbing. What a great family tradition. And remember, with Halloween around the corner, make sure you get your scare on.
5 minutes later.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out faces.
And with Halloween coming up, you gotta watch a scary movie. Whenever the fall times come around, you have to carve a pumpkin. I started right here, but I can't seem to find my knife. Haha, thank you. Alright. Another great fall tradition you have to accomplish is drinking a good old pumpkin spice.
Investigative reporting was better.
Thanks, Oakville, for joining us for this fall edition of Corey's Declassified School Survival Guide. With Max Rodenbeck, Becca Keller, and help from Josie DeRue, I'm Corey Chase for Channel 97 News. Well, that wraps up this edition of Eyes on the Tigers Channel 97 News. We hope you join us next time on November 3rd.
If you want to see more of our content, check out My OHS online. Thanks for watching. I'm Melanie Neff.
And I'm Corey Chase. Remember, Oakville, keep your eyes on the Tigers.